So in the very first weekend of December 2024, I attended PAX Unplugged. If you don't know what that is, that's a gigantic tabletop gaming convention where you can go and you can play board games, you can play role-playing games, you can play card games, you can also not only play stuff, but you can also buy things too. You can rent games out, you can attend a lot of different panels, but overall it is a huge tabletop gaming convention that is super fun. This year I went for my work, which is What's Games, a manufacturing business. I also received my media badge for the first time in a few years. So along with that came a lot of meetings and a lot of interviews that I had to have with people. If you've watched all of the recent videos that I put out, thank you so much for that. It truly means a lot. So this video is to show you everything that happened on the final day. So yeah, let's take a look at it.
Hello everyone, this is Drew with Welcome to Boredom, back here at PAX Unplugged, doing more interviews, and I'm here at the Frenemy Games studio booth. Who do I have the wonderful pleasure to be here with today?
Hi guys, my name is Eric Cancel. I'm the owner of Frenemy Games Studio and designer of Drinks with Frenemies.
Eric, thank you so much for your time. Now, I got to ask a couple questions. What are we showing off? Well, first off, before we get into that, how's the show going for you?
This is one of our best shows today for PAX Unplugged. So we've done great. You guys have sold out of a couple of our games and our play mats, so good on you guys.
Wow, congratulations on that. That's it. At the time of recording, this is the last day, so it's very surprised you still got your voice. I'm obviously losing mine. So, but that's awesome. That is great, and that is fantastic and wonderful. So, tell me, what have you been showing off here at PAX Unplugged?
So we have, like I said, our line of Drinks with Frenemies. We have currently 9 editions, and we've been showing off our new 3 sets that are coming out next year on Kickstarter, which are the Anime Edition, Trashy Edition, and Shitty Edition, which are with 2Ds.
I love it. I love it. So just like on point there. No, I'm joking. You're just like teetering that line. No. Anyways, going on with the next question. I gotta ask, what was the inspiration behind the game?
Absolutely. So there's a game called King's Cup that is regional with rules. I traveled a lot as a kid. Kid meaning college kid. And everyone had their own rules, and I wish there was a game that had all the rules in one spot, right? So the game used a regular deck of cards where you did the same action 4 times over, and I wanted to do a single action many times, right? So my wife encouraged me to make a game, and I ran with it, and I've been doing it 8 years on right now.
Fantastic. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you for letting us know about it. Now, next question. I got 2 more questions, and then we're good to go. The next question is where can we find this outside of PAX Unplugged? By the time that the viewers see this, PAX is going to be long over. Where can we find this?
You guys can find us on our own website at frenemygames.com or amazon.com, or check out your local game shop. We should be in some of those shops.
Fantastic. All right, final question. The big loaded question. New Year's resolution time. Here we are, end of the year. What are the big plans for Frenemy Games Studios in 2025?
We've got some exciting news. We are going to come out with brand new games outside of Drinks with Frenemies. We are going to come out with designers that are not me. So we're going to start signing outside designers and publishing their games. So big things are ahead for Frenemy Games Studio.
Wow, fantastic. Well, I'm hoping you have a great 2025. I know I'll see you at other shows. And as well, I hope you have a great rest of your PAX Unplugged. Eric, thank you so much for your time. Yeah, absolutely. Anything you want to sign off with?
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and everyone have a safe travel season and a Happy New Year, guys.
All right, thank you very much. All right, this is Drew with Welcome to Boredom here at the Frenemy Game Studio booth at PAX Unplugged. We're going to continue on and have more interviews coming up, so catch you soon. Hello, everybody. I'm Drew with Welcome to Boredom, back here at PAX Unplugged, doing more interviews, and here I am at Fiat Lucre Games booth. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Okay. I was hoping so. And so, anyways, who do I have the wonderful pleasure of being here with today?
Hi, my name is Becca Horvitz, and I'm the lead designer at Fiat Lucre.
All right, Becca, thank you so much for your time, and we're going to go ahead, and I just got to ask, first off, how's your convention going?
Busy. One of my workers has lost their voice because we've been talking so much, and I have been talking nonstop, and it's been great.
What a wonderful problem to have, right?
Right?
And so, all right.
I get
So
to look at shiny things and cats. I'm happy.
yeah, okay, absolutely. That's great. That's great to know. And so, and speaking of that, we're going to get into it. So please tell me, what are you showing off here at PAX Unplugged?
So this is not our next game, but our next game. We just got this. It's our first printed prototype, and I'm so excited about it because it's about cats.
That's fantastic. Could you give a quick overview of what your goals are in the game, or how to play, or whatever you feel comfortable sharing in that?
It's pretty much the simplest game we've ever made. The goal is to get the cats to certain parts of the board. That's a problem because they're cats.
That's fair.
The idea is that you have goal cards they reference points on the board about where you want the cats to go. Problem is, they're cats.
I want to know if y'all are seeing this. That's fantastic.
So
oh my gosh.
everything is magnetized. So as you move the cat ladies, which I believe in my heart of hearts is a genderless, a non-binary term, you can be a crazy cat lady, whoever you are. As you move the crazy cat ladies towards the cats, they move away from you. Because if any cat owner knows, trying to get a cat to go where you want to go when you want it to go there is not a thing that happens.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. That's so great. That's so great. And then, do you have anything else you're showing off besides here with herding cats? What else are you showing off?
We are showing off Collectionomics. So Collectionomics is a game for collectors. If you've ever played Apples to Apples or Cards Against Humanity, you have the basic idea. It's that, except instead of matching cards to cards, you're matching cards to your collection, your personal stuff, as in stuff you care about, and the magic cards you never get to put in a deck and don't get to show off, the rocks that never come off the shelf, the miniatures that didn't get shown because the party went to go shopping instead of into the forest. You get to show that off with this game and info dump, and your friends have to care about it for the duration of the game.
Beautiful. That's beautiful to know. All right. So I just got to know, out of my own curiosity here, all right, what was the inspiration behind these games?
So Collectionomics started out as, I have too many rocks, can I get rid of them, in a Kickstarter?
Okay.
And became, well, can I make a game with rocks? Wait, we can use anything. We can play this with anything. Let's play this with anything.
And it ended up being that. That's beautiful. All right. Now, herding cats, what was the inspiration behind that?
We wanted to try and make an asymmetrical strategy game that was about movement on a board with one player moving pieces and other players moving different pieces. And that turned into one set of players moving one type of piece and the other pieces moving by themselves.
That's great to know. Great to know. So, going on with that, outside of PAX Unplugged, where can we find these games? Tell us a little bit about them. And that doesn't just have to be Collectionomics or herding cats, just any of your game collection or that you are putting out in public for people to buy and purchase and get their copy. Tell us a little bit where we could find any of that.
We have a website, fiatlucre.com. A lot of our stuff's going to be on there. We're currently working on the page for herding cats. Page for Collectionomics is up, and you can buy our first game, Annapurna, on the website. Also, we have our Kickstarter pre-launch page up for Collectionomics because we're hoping to launch it early next year.
All right, fantastic. So he's coming to Kickstarter here next year. A lot of games that you are putting out, which, by the way, Annapurna, great game. So I've been meaning to tell you that, and so I'm glad we have that established now. But anyways, going on with that, I know that these are going to be great games. So big things coming in 2025. Besides the Kickstarter for Collectionomics, what else can we expect from you and your team here coming up in 2025?
Honestly, I think it's going to be mainly the Kickstarter and hopefully a lot of playtesting with magnets.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. All right, Becca, thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Very excited for Herding Cats and Collectionomics. That are going to be great. Hope you do well on the Kickstarter by the sounds of it, and the booth that you have here. Looks like there's been a lot of people and a lot of interest to it.
It's been a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great. I'm happy that there's been a lot of fun. So, Becca, thank you so much for your time. And
Thank you, Jim.
of course. And this is Drew. This is Welcome to Boredom here at the Fiat Lucre Fiat Lucre Games booth. See, I told you I'd get it right eventually. All right. Thank you so much. We're going to continue on with more interviews here at PAX Unplugged. Becca, I hope you have a great PAX Unplugged. and I'll see you in the next video. Hello, everyone. This is Drew with Welcome to Boredom. Here I am at MOCO Games booth here at PAX Unplugged. Who do I have the wonderful pleasure of being here with today?
Hey, I am Matthew Ryan of MOCO Games, and I am totally here on my own free will and not forced to be here right now.
You did good. Good to see you, Matt. Thank you for your time. I really do appreciate it. You have a lot of people coming by the booth, so it does mean a lot that you can take some time and talk to me real quick.
Always got time for you, Drew.
I appreciate that. So tell me, how is your PAX Unplugged going?
PAX Unplugged has been great. We're staying very busy in the booth. People are loving the tiny games, specifically Confusing Lands. People are they're selling like hotcakes. And we have a free promo pack that we've been giving with people that buy it at the convention. And they really enjoy that. So it's been good.
Fantastic. Super happy to hear that. Now, next question I got for you. What games are you showing off here at the show?
So we are showing all of our tiny games. So we have Confusing Lands, Sirens, 16 Candies, and Defrag. We're also showing our next 3 games in the Tiny Game series, which is Prowl, Dragon Roost, and Space Potato. So we specialize in tiny games. We're just going to keep making tiny games.
Absolutely. That's wonderful. That's wonderful to hear. All right. Now, let me ask this question. I'm not sure if you designed any of the games or you had a hand in designing the games, or you probably had someone come along. And I know I do believe it is Space Potato was made by Ammon and it was designed. And so are you in the design process a lot with these tiny games, or how does that go about?
Right. So when I first started, I designed my first games that I made. And then I found out I'm not a great designer. So I don't design games anymore. But what I do is when people pitch me games, typically they need a lot of development work still. So I'll usually work with the designer and we'll tweak a lot of stuff in that game. Like, what if we try this or change that? What does this do? So I do a lot of development work on the games I work with. And some of them are just ready to go as they are. And that's always great too.
That's fantastic. So here, this is going to lead into the next question. So these next 3 games that are coming out in the Tiny Games series, what was the thing that you said, I got to have these? These are going to be a part of the Tiny Game series. What was it?
Okay, well, I love that they fit in the box, so that's always important. But no, so with Dragon Roost, it is a cooperative dexterity game by Henry Audubon and Chris Kingsnorth, who are pretty well-known designers, which was a really awesome opportunity to get to work with them. And what I liked about it a lot is the theme and the mechanisms are not something I currently have in the tiny games. So currently, I'm trying to get games that have different themes and different mechanisms because I don't want any of them to repeat, at least yet. And that was kind of the same thing with the other 2 as well. So Space Potato, a space theme, and it's a worker placement resource management by Ammon Anderson, who is the creator of Gnome Hollow. He's a great friend of mine and also a pain in the ass. But the game is a lot of fun, and I've been working with him pretty closely developing it, and it's been a fun process. And then Prowl is by Kristen Mott, who is an up-and-coming designer. She has a few designs under her belt, a bunch of stuff getting signed. She's super sweet and talented, and I love the idea of having like a nice tiger game, and it's an area control game where you're marking territory and trying to expand your territory that you control.
That's fantastic. Wow, great things. And so tell me a little bit about the inspiration with Sirens, Defrag, 16 Candies, and Confusing Lands. Can you talk about that for a little bit?
Yeah, so Sirens was the first tiny game. My friend showed it to me, and I was like, oh, I love this. I was like, I have to have this. And so I talked to him about it, and we figured it out, and I was like, I want to do this game with you. And when we're thinking about it, I was like, well, launching one game on Kickstarter that this is small is kind of tough because there's a lot of expenses that go into running a Kickstarter. So I wanted to get a few other games on board with it, and that's how I got Defrag and 16 Candies involved. And after that, we launched the Kickstarter with those 3, and we did really well with it. We learned people like tiny games. We were able to pay for some of the expenses because most people were buying all 3 games at once instead of one small game. And then after that, Confusing Lands was pitched to me after Gen Con of 2023, and I thought it was great. and it was pretty far along in its process. So I wanted to launch it before. I didn't want to wait for another Kickstarter because I needed 2 other games and I didn't have anything in the fire. Now I have a ton of stuff, which is awesome. But it was a great game and I had a ton of conventions lined up. So I was like, let's just print this. We'll launch on the website and bring it to all the conventions. And it's been great. As I said earlier, it's our #1 seller right now.
Wow, fantastic! Congratulations with that. And so here are the next couple questions I got. I think I got 2 more, and then we'll be good.
Right.
And I'll let you get back. It's busy. You're busy here at the booth. So here's the next question for you. The next question being, where can people find this stuff? Where can we find the games outside of PAX Unplugged? Are you in MSRP as well? You can also mention are you in retail? My apologies. Are you in retail? Are you got Kickstarters coming up? Tell me what's going on. Where can we find all of your games?
Yeah, so I have my website, envyborngames.com. So you can get everything there. That helps me the most as an indie publisher. I do work with some distribution and retailers, so they're available at some retail locations, hopefully more soon. I also sell on Amazon, and I go to all the major conventions in the US at least. So yes, maybe you couldn't make PAX Unplugged, but if you're going to any other conventions, you'll probably see me in my black Envyborn Games shirt. So
yeah, absolutely, and you'll be able to see with the fanny pack too.
Oh,
so yeah, see, we racking that right there. So I would go ahead and say, yeah, absolutely. Be sure to check that out. You heard it here first. Be able to check out his website. Last question I got for you. Big plans, 2025. I hear Envyborn Game has like a lot of things going on. Could you kind of tell us what's happening in 2025?
So in 2025 right now, we're slated to launch 5 games. So we have Kalahari, which is a meerkat area control game. Everyone that plays it absolutely loves it. If you haven't heard about it, look it up. It's awesome. And then we have the other 3 tiny games that we were talking about. Beyond that, we're starting development on even more tiny games. So we just have a lot of irons in the fire there.
Fantastic. So big things coming for Envyborn Games. That's awesome. All right. Well, Matt, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it very much. And as well, I'm Drew. This is Welcome to Boredom here at the Envyborn Games booth. Go check out the Tiny Game series as well. Continuing on, more interviews here at PAX Unplugged. Hello, everyone. This is Drew with Welcome to Boredom here at PAX Unplugged. We are continuing on with the interviews. And here I am at Forever Stoked Games Studios, which is, am I in the correct realm?
Forever Creative. I think that's what they go by.
Forever Stoked Creative.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. And so here I am at the booth. We have multiple publishers that are here. And who do I have the wonderful pleasure of talking with today?
I'm Chenzi with Made Up Movies, one of the co-creators. David Oster, the other creator, is at the booth demoing the game right now.
All right, fantastic. Now, tell me, as we get into this, I'll talk a little bit more ask more questions about the game. But how is your PAX Unplugged going for you?
Oh, it's always a wild whirlwind of a good time here. A lot of energy in the room, a lot of people ready to laugh and play games. It's a great time.
Fantastic. So let me ask this question to you. Going with that, what are you showing here at the show?
So we have Made Up Movies back at PAX. Our base game, our expansion, membership cards, the tote bag, and we also have one of our Kickstarter exclusive premium editions we're raffling off at the end of the weekend. So we only made 25 of those. So this is the last one.
Oh, there we go. We're right there at it. And so here we are, of course, last day, talking about all the games and everything and all that you're doing. And so happy to hear PAX is going good. Happy that you've had a lot of stuff to show off and do giveaways with. That's awesome. That's awesome. So here's my next question for you. What was the inspiration behind Made Up Movies?
I'm so glad you asked. No, Made Up Movies. So David and I, the creators of Made Up Movies, love movies. Plain and simple. We both work in the film industry. I'm a producer. He's a director. We've had many crazy jobs along the years working on some of the biggest shows and the smallest things. From Avengers Endgame to Todd McFarlane, Like Hell I Won't. That's on YouTube. Check it out. He directed that. I produced it. Really cool documentary. But we just, we love films. We love coming up with ideas. And during COVID, there was nothing filming at all because COVID. And we were drunk one night in my basement laughing about how some movies seem so ridiculous that are just kind of spit out by Hollywood that there must be some sort of algorithm. And this was before AI. And so we just scribbled a bunch of stuff on these cards and We're laughing our butts off all night, and then the next day I was like, this could be a cool idea, and I called him up. I was like, David, let's tool this a little bit more, and we did, and we started playing it with some friends, and they were laughing too, and we said, let's try Kickstarter, see if the internet thinks it's cool. The internet thought it was cool, and here we are now 3 years later at PAX Unplugged.
Wow, fantastic. What a great story. Thank you so much for sharing that and letting us know about that. So going on to the next question, that being, where can we find made-up movies outside of PAX Unplugged? Where can people who are watching this be able to purchase a copy of made-up movies?
So Made Up Movies is available on Amazon and madeupmoviesgame.com. The prices are usually a little bit better on our personal website. Same fulfillment center does both, but I know a lot of people like to shop on Amazon, so it is there. And there's some lovely reviews too. And if you have a copy that you buy from Amazon, please write us a review. It means the world to us.
All right, thank you so much for that. All right, final question that I have for you. Here we are. Typically this time of the year, people are talking about New Year's resolutions and things like that. So for the Made Up Movies team, what do y'all have planned for 2025?
Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but sorry, David. We would love to turn the game into an app, akin to a Jackbox game, something like that, because we have so many ideas about so many movies and prompt cards we want to add. It's such a laborsome, long process to come up with them and then get them printed, get them shipped, all of that. And, I think the whole industry as a whole is changing because of overseas affairs, business affairs and whatnot. So we would love to turn into an app. We love collaborating with people that love games, love movies. And so if anybody out there watching would love to help us turn it into a video game or app, we'd be more than happy to talk with you guys. You can reach us at madeupmoviesgame@gmail.com. It's on our website as well. Or reach out to us on social media, but we would love to kind of go down that path. We're also looking to find a publisher, team up with someone to keep the game out there and maybe level it up a little bit. So that's 2025.
All right. Big goals, big dreams. We love it. That's good things to have as resolutions, right? And to keep to them as much as possible, especially in the world of business. But as we go along and everything, I want to say to both everybody with the Made Up Movies team, thank y'all so much for taking time to interview with me.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. What a pleasure. And so I hope y'all have a great rest of your PAX Unplugged, which is only a few more hours left, but not much. Yeah, and so, but I hope it's good for the rest of the time and safe travels home. Anyways, I'm Drew. This is Welcome to Boredom here talking about Made Up Movies, the game. And we'll continue on. We're going to go on to the next interview. And with that, have a good rest of your PAX Unplugged. Hello, everyone. This is Drew with Welcome to Boredom here at PAX Unplugged, continuing on with our interviews here. And here I am at the MOCO Games booth. Who do I have the wonderful pleasure of interviewing here today?
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Chen, and I am the creator of our flagship game Sabotage and own the publishing company to MOCO Games with our other titles.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. How has the show been going for you?
The show's been really good. It's really fun. It's always good to see people coming back who supported us last year, or they bought one game and they're like, we got it last year at PAX and we're here again and we want all the expansion. So it's always good to see repeat customers.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time. And here we go. We're going to get into it. What all are you showing off here at PAX Unplugged this year?
Yeah, so our first exclusive launch of our new title is Danger Hugs that you'll see down here. It's our take on a happy slappy card game where you got to do warning motions for dangerous animals and you get to hug cute animals. So a really cool, quick 3 to 8 player game, about 5 to 10 minutes each round.
Fantastic. And then as anything else, I'm seeing there's a lot of stuff here. What's going on here? What is this one?
So this crazy cool dark box we have here is Starleap. This is going to be our new rollout in spring on Kickstarter. So this is our take on a big box sport game. The shortest way to describe it is going to be Candylands on steroids. So it's going to get pretty intense, but you're working our way up the map. First one to make it home ends the game, but you want to see who collects the most space bug tokens. And you're using all these crazy abilities with every frog character that you have.
Super cool, super cool. And then we have all the Sabotage and the expansions along with the mats. A lot of cool stuff here at this booth. You've been busy every time I've walked by to say hello to you. It has been crazy. That's been good. So, all right, let me ask you this. In this case right here, did you play a hand in designing any of these?
Yeah, so I'm the designer for Sabotage. Did all the design for our base game, expansion packs, and then Danger Hugs. We actually got to work with our first designer as our first published deals that we launched. Her name is April, and co-designer Serena, and we were able to launch Danger Hugs the same year that we were able to sign. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
And then Starleap, we have Robert Hovakimyan. He's a phenomenal game designer, so we're really lucky to be having him working on this game. He's released a lot of awesome games to market, and so we're really excited for that one to come out.
That's fantastic, fantastic. Now, what was the reasoning behind these games that you said, we got to have these at MOCO Games?
Yeah, so I mean, our inspiration really is just bringing joy to all the family and friends, and just really creating laughable moments, right? So Sabotage, a little take that, cute cards, just to make it a little sweeter, once you're taking revenge on your opponents. But we wanted something more approachable, something more fun that all casual players, hardcore gamers that want to introduce their friends to gaming, this is like a great entry point game for them. And so that's the reason why we exist, is just really to create more memories for people.
That's beautiful. I love that. I love hearing it, and that's awesome. So really family-oriented games, but also like pretty competitive too. If you have any side of competitiveness in you, these are the games to get. So going on to the next question, where can anybody outside of PAX Unplugged find any of your games?
Absolutely. So Sabotage, we are available in all Barnes & Noble, also Target and their test store, so about 500 out of the 2,000 stores you can find there, and then Amazon as well, and directly on our website. We do have a lot of retailers that also carry us, so we do support you guys buying at your local retailers as well. Danger Hugs, we just released here, so it's not anywhere available besides online and our store. And then Starleap will be available on Kickstarter in spring of 2025.
That's awesome. Fantastic to hear. Final question, and then I'll let you get back to all this busyness that you have. What are the plans? We're here, 2024, end of the year, getting close to it, talking about New Year's resolutions. What are the big plans that MOCO Games has for 2025?
We are looking to expand our product line and releasing more titles to market. So we are looking for game designers, new games to sign, and really just bring fun, family, and welcoming games that we can continue releasing. So our goal is to release 4 titles a year. That's our aggressive goal. I'm missing this year's goal. I think we only launched technically 1 out of the 4, but that means we're going to maybe release a lot more next year.
That's fantastic. So a lot of big things coming from MOCO Games. Very excited. All right. Well, that's it. Eric, thank you so much for just taking a little bit of time to just chat and talk and answer questions, and excited for things in the future. Good luck on upcoming Kickstarter or crowdfunding. Good luck on future crowdfunding projects that you have coming on and other things that are going on. And Eric, I hope you have a great rest of your show.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right, that's it. I'm Drew. This is Welcome to Boredom. We still got more interviews coming this way. Be sure to check them out here at PAX Unplugged. All right, this is the huge compilation video. Here we are at PAX Unplugged. A lot of interviews that I've been doing. Let's go ahead. We're going to keep on going. Hello, everyone. This is Welcome to Boredom here at PAX Unplugged. And here we are talking about a game looks like very familiar. I've discussed before, Licensed to Krill. All right, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with here today?
Hi, my name is Matthew. I'm with MAKA Games, and Pine Box was kind enough to split their booth with me.
All right. Thank you, Matthew. And thank you for taking time out of just this busy schedule, busy day to chat with me. And I'd love to hear about MAKA Games and what's happening. And so here's the very first question. How's your show going?
Going great. Got the Kickstarter done, fulfilled to the backers. It's in the mail. And now I have, for the first time ever, product to sell, which is a great feeling if you've ever been through the process. And I had 5 boxes shipped, and I have 8 copies left. So it's been a great show.
Fantastic. Congratulations on getting product in and being able to have that and almost completely selling out. That is a great feeling. I know it is for you. So here's the next. So glad it's going great at this show. Let me go ahead. Let me ask you, going on to the next question. What do we have here? What all are you showing here for the people at PAX Unplugged?
Well, right now it's my first game, so it's only just the one. It's called License to Krill. This is the box. It comes inside his mouth. It's got 99 cards, but I've got a couple other games in the works, so something else. But it's something I'm developing to try and create a company around it.
All right. Well, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing with that. Going on to the very next question. What was the inspiration behind License to Krill?
It's an easy one. So in COVID, 6 months in, there was a design school where they had like a one-day class, and we had an exercise where we created a game just as a thought experiment. And I used a pun as the name, and I wrote down in my notebook, License to Krill. You can actually see that page in the notebook on the Kickstarter page. And I thought, could I design a game around a pun? Like literally it was pun first. And all the cards were designed pun first as well. So for example, Krillian Clams is a card where I started with a pun, and then I said to myself, what would the artwork look like? What would the mechanic be? And then on the bottom, they always have a real world fact. So what is interesting about a Krillian Clams that would make us learn more about the aquatic nature of the game?
All right. Thank you so much for sharing that and how that came to be and everything like that. Now, here's the next question that I have for you. For the people who are not here at PAX Unplugged, where can they get their copy of License to Krill?
Yeah, it's very easy. Krillgame.com. That's KRILL game.com. And that would take you to where you can get it. I'm working on maybe distribution in the future, but right now that would be the best place after PAX.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So that actually leads me into my next question. It's the final question I have for you. As well, this time of the year, people talking about New Year's resolutions, things that they're going to do in 2025. So, with that in mind, what do you plan on doing with MAKA Games? What's the plans? Any big things coming up? Any movements that you're going to make in 2025 with MAKA Games?
So I've got another one of my designs that I'm working on that I'm pretty excited about. Hoping to maybe publish that 2025. But what I'm more excited about is a design from someone else that I would love to see. And I already told the guy, I love your game. Shut up and take my money. And he sold it to a company. Unfortunately, that company folded. He got the rights back. And now I've been pestering him. I say, either you better publish it or I will. So I'm hoping he says, yes, maybe I can publish this game. Just for the fact that I want to play it.
Fantastic.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. All right. Well, with that, that is everything that I do have here, Matthew. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for talking about MAKA Games with License to Krill and everything. I hope you have a great rest of your PAX in the very few hours that we have left here on the last day of us recording. So thank you so much for your time as well. Thank you, everyone, to be watching. We have more stuff. I'm Drew. This is Welcome to Boredom.
Spouticus. His name is Spouticus.
That's Spouticus. We also have Spouticus here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Drew. This is Welcome to Boredom. We got more PAX interviews here coming up. Hello, everyone. I'm Drew with Welcome to Boredom, and here we are at PAX Unplugged. Zephyr Workshop. Is that right? Did I say that correctly? Okay, we're good. I see I'm on a roll today, and we are here to chat about all the games and things going on here. So, who do I have the wonderful pleasure of speaking with?
My name is Breeze Grigas. I'm the head of Zephyr Workshop. And this is my game Aegis, Combining Robots.
All right. Breeze, thank you so much for wanting to take time to chat with me, and on the fly, too. This was very quick and sudden, so thank you for that. And then going on, how has your PAX Unplugged been?
It's been really good. We've actually been coming to this show since I think like the first year, actually. So we're OG PAX Unplugged boothers. Yeah, I know I love PAX. I grew up at like PAX East, and that's really where our game was like developed. So now we just go to all the PAXs.
All right. Well, that's fantastic. Wow. Congrats on that. So here is the next question that I have for you. Here at the show, what have you been showing off?
We're showing off Aegis Combining Robots Season 2. It is a sequel to our game that came out a couple of years ago called Aegis, and we kickstarted it like 2 years ago now, but it is now finally printing and coming out in like January and February. But yeah, no, it's a 30-minute tactics game. You have a team of 5 robots. They fight each other. It goes up to 6 players. There's 5 types of robot: Assault, Evasive, Guard, Intel, Support. Spells Aegis. And the cool thing about the game is you combine your robots together like Voltron.
Oh, that's super cool. That's super cool. I'm gonna get over here so we can. I don't have to reach across. But all right, going on to the next question. Here we go. So, what was the inspiration behind this game?
I grew up watching a lot of robot cartoons, Power Rangers, Transformers, Voltron, every robot anime released in the last 20 years. So I was like, and also my friend taught me how to play Warhammer one time, and I was so deeply confused and livid that I made my own tactics game that's much more similar to like Advance Wars and Fire Emblem, because what I grew up on. So it's like I looked like my two kind of like likes of like robots and like video game tactics games, and I like kind of put them together into like this little 30-minute skirmishy battle thing.
Fantastic. All right, so here we go. Next question. All right, outside of here at PAX Unplugged, the dear viewers who will be watching this on their phone or at home, wherever they may be, where can they purchase a copy of this game?
So it is currently up for late pledge pre-order on BackerKit for at least another like month or whatever until we start shipping stuff out. You can go find it at robotstrategygame.com or just like Google Aegis robots, AEGIS, and it'll come up. It's and you can also look up all sorts of literature about the game. We have lots of video reviewers and articles on the game out there. Game comes with 100 robots to play with, plays 4 out of the box. 2-player games are 30 minutes, and it's $60.
All right, fantastic to hear. Fantastic to hear. And so here is the final question. This time of the year, people are considering their New Year's resolutions and what they are planning to do for 2025. I have to ask this question. What, for Zephyr Workshop, what in the world is going to be happening in 2025? Do you have big plans coming just to get fulfilled? New things coming? What's happening?
It is my New Year's resolution to not go bankrupt from shipping this game. So we're going to be hitting the convention circuit pretty hard over the next like 2 years because man, we have a lot of games to sell, baby. It's going to be really great to have copies to sell again. Because the first game came out before COVID, we sold through all of it right before the pandemic hit. Great timing, and we're going to be trying to sell as many games as possible, like hitting the road. It's going to be great.
All right, fantastic. Well, I hope to see you at some shows in the future and everything. And so, Breeze, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you taking time to meet with me, especially on the fly. That was fantastic. So thank you so much for that.
No, thank you.
All right. And anyways, I'm Drew. This is Welcome to Boredom. And we have a few more interviews coming up. And here we go. Thank you so much, Breeze, again. Thank you, Zephyr Workshop, AEGIS. I don't know how to spell. And a lot of things coming. And so more PAX Unplugged content coming up. Hello, everyone. This is Drew with Welcome to Boredom. I'm here at PAX Unplugged, here at the Modern Meeple booth. And who do I have the wonderful pleasure of speaking with today?
Josh.
All right, Josh, thank you so much for taking time to chat and see what's going on here at your booth. So how has your PAX Unplugged been?
It's been great. It's been better than last year, sales-wise. A lot of great response on the booth. We tried to go bright and crazy to get attention, but everyone's been awesome. A lot of really good feedback, a lot of return customers. So can't complain.
Of course, that's fantastic to hear. That's awesome. I'm glad everything's gone well, and I'm glad it's been great. Your booth looks great. People been here by the entire time. Every time I try to stop by, say hello to you, you were just busy.
Yeah,
so it's great. That's a great thing. So tell me about what do you have here at PAX Unplugged that you are giving out to the wonderful customers that are here that come by your booth? What do you have?
So what we specialize in is modern board game resource organization system. So we like color, and our products rotate. So it spins around the table so people can freely grab the resources. You don't have to ask somebody. You don't have a resource banker. It gets rid of the banker. And if there's cards that what the resource does, you don't have to ask the person across from you. So we make them in a larger size. We make them smaller. And everything has a modern aesthetic to it. So we're trying to get away from, I feel like there's when you tell people to play board games, they feel like you like dragons and shields and wood and dark colors. So we're changing lanes and doing bright colors, modern look, and trying to appeal to that market. That's our niche.
Perfect. That's excellent. So I just got to know, You're the one who came up with the idea originally, correct?
Yes, I came up with the idea. I make everything. I ship everything out. I answer all the emails. I design it all. So I'm a one-man band until cons come, and then my friends rile and help me out and get this booth going and help me sell stuff and get the brand out there.
Fantastic, fantastic. That is awesome to hear. Now, what was the inspiration behind the creation of all of these gaming Susans that you have?
So the inspiration was I was not, I didn't know this gaming world existed. So I was introduced to Quacks. The pieces were all over the table, and I immediately got frustrated because everyone was asking, what does this, what does the blue one do? And can you grab me this? And I felt like it was bogging down the gameplay. And I asked my friends, like, isn't there something that spins that we can just grab this and make it faster? And they said, no. You should make something. So I designed this, brought it over. They said this was a great, they thought it was awesome. And it just started from there. Then I made a smaller one, and then dice thrown trays and the player ones. And it just snowballed from there. And 4 years later, here I am at PAX Unplugged.
Well, we're glad to have you here, and thank you for sharing that idea and making it a reality. So the next question that I got 2 more questions for you. Outside of the people here at PAX Unplugged who can walk by, purchase it, and get a copy for themselves or get their own gaming Susan, where could people find this outside of that? Can they get it in a gaming store? Do you have a website? Are you on any large retailers? Where can people find this?
So right now, the only place you can find us is at modernmeeple.com. We're exclusively direct to consumer. We do have a ton of interest in retail. We get people asking us all the time, but we're working on boxes, which hopefully you can help us with. I feel like I can't just send these stores our product because we don't have boxes for it, and just sitting on the shelf, it just seems silly. So hopefully in 2025, you'll see us in retails, and we might be working with some actual publishers to have some of our hexes exclusively designed for some games. So that's something that might be coming soon, which will be awesome.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, you actually kind of hit on what the final question was going to be. Here we are. People talk about New Year's resolutions, what they're going to do at this time of the year. And so that leads me into my next question and you touched a little bit on that, but do you have any other big things planned for 2025 for Modern Meeple?
We want to do more shows and bigger shows. I'd love to get to like Essen or something like that. That would be awesome. We're in talks with about, I think, 4 game publishers about doing stuff with our trays, exclusive things, and for Kickstarter. So that would be a great goal to do that. I know we want to, if someone buys a game, we want it to say Modern Meeple compatible, and then we make a custom tray that holds their bits and that they can buy it, and then it fits right in our Susans, and it's made for that game. Like that's another one of our goals for 2025. But the year goes by fast, so whether we can squeeze all that in is going to be to be seen.
There's only so many hours in the day, but it is a good goal and dream to strive for in 2025, and I wish you the best in that. So, Josh, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of the 30 minutes of the convention.
I appreciate it.
And so here we are at the end of it, and so happy it's been good. So happy that you felt like it was a good show. So with that, I'm Drew. This is Welcome to Boredom. And here we are. We've been at the Modern Meeple's booth here with the final interview that I've had in the entire show. It's been a lot.
Best for last, I hope.
Yes, it was. It was the best for last. So, all right, Josh, thank you for your time, and thank you. And that is it for PAX Unplugged.